It's Sports Betting Spotlight and NFL Week 6 from the Cromwell Sportsbook. Here with handicapper Kelly Stewart, Sportsbook Director John Lukasik. Give you 3 picks each, including our best bet. Kelly, maybe after this you could treat me to Giada's because we had that side bet. You had the Dolphins last week and I had the Bengals. I was ready to text you when the Bengals were down 17-0. I thought it was over, but
it was
a miracle
and then
comeback.
2 defensive touchdowns. Oh, God. Okay.
Anyway, sorry about
I was in a really good mood until you just brought that up.
All right, let's get back to this week then, the future winnings.
Well, apparently I'm a glutton for punishment. I'm going to take Miami +3 here, and I may hate myself come Sunday afternoon, but I cannot pass up this value. What does the betting public remember last? Everything this guy just said. A couple ugly turnovers, Dolphins lose the game, and they blow the cover with a 17-point lead at half. And what else do they remember? The Bears, before going to the bye week, what'd they do? They absolutely blew out this Bucs team. Look at line on this one was Miami -1, and I think that is the true line here, regardless of the outcome of last week. Also, I'm going to say situationally, teams coming off an early bye, when they have that momentum like the Bears did, sometimes it tends to have a little bit of regression. I'm banking on that because I have nothing bad to say about this Bears team and nothing good to say about the Miami Dolphins. Another team I'm going to play strictly on value, Atlanta. We just brought up the Bucs. They're also off a bye. Jameis is back. 3 straight losses for Atlanta. Oh my God, the Falcons, they just keep failing. But we saw the same scenario with the Falcons heading into the Steelers last week. And what was the result? A huge Steelers win. The look-ahead spot on this game was Falcons -6.5. A 3-point line move. Atlanta goes back home and finally gets a big win over a division opponent.
I like it. John, who are your first?
My first one is Jacksonville -3 at Dallas. I'm going against the home dog here. Jacksonville got absolutely decimated and embarrassed last week against Kansas City. Dallas averaging only 16.6 points per game. I know Fournette is out, and that's going to be a big hurt. I know that. But, I know it's going to change the offense, but Jacksonville wins this game 17-7, maybe 17-10. Dallas just has no offense against this Jacksonville defense. Carolina +1 at Washington. Yeah, my stomach was kind of churning when I picked this one. I'm not going to lie. But something about this.
Pick it when you do that.
I just like Carolina here. Aside from that home win against Green Bay, Washington really hasn't done much. They're coming off a short week. Carolina's weakness has proven to be the pass defense, but Washington really has no pass offense. And their guys have been banged up all year. Jordan Reed, Jamison Crowder, Paul Richardson. Their leading receiver is Chris Thompson, running back. So I think what makes Carolina great is the dynamic run game with Christian McCaffrey and Cam Newton. And it's going to make this game interesting, but I see Carolina doing all right with this one on the road.
We didn't compare notes before, Kelly. Hey, we both had the Lions last week and it worked out, so don't worry. We're both on the Falcons here. The Falcons are finally playing a defense as bad as theirs with Tampa Bay. And Atlanta won the last 3 meetings. And the favorite in this series, 28-6 straight up. 23-11 against the spread last 34 meetings between the Falcons and Bucs. So I'll lay the short price, just a field goal at home where Atlanta's on the fast track. I think they'll get by the Bucs. Patriots and the Chiefs, the big marquee Sunday night matchup. The Pats just laying a short price at home, 3.5 since they're playing the Chiefs, the only 5-0 spread team this year. It's a revenge game for New England. They pulled it together the last 2 weeks with 38 points in each game. They've had extra time to prepare for this one. Edelman's back. Josh Gordon's contributing now. And Belichick had enough time to get some schemes together to slow Patrick Mahomes, who actually is slowing down himself. He only has 4 touchdown passes in his last 3 games. And the Pats are 11-3 against the spread in their last 14 home games. So taking the Pats there.
I like it. We talk about look at lines before the season started. Pats -7 headed into that game. There's some definite value on the Patriots. Right? You're getting them on sale. They start off 1-2 and the whole world loses their minds. All right, guys, my best bet is going to be Denver +7. If you've just been watching this season, following along like nice viewers, you have realized I have nailed every single Broncos game. I am now 5-0 when betting on or against the Broncos. It's really simple. You play them at home and you fade them on the road. I am not banking on Vance Joseph to make a good coaching edge here, so I'm not going to make a case for the Broncos winning this game. But we saw last week the Rams off their scariest test. I ended up playing Seattle late, was really happy with the outcome. Now they're going on the road to Denver, playing in that high altitude, that hostile environment. Denver has a chance to come home and redeem themselves just like they did after that Ravens game. I think they keep it close enough, maybe squeak out a win here over a really good Rams team.
All right. right, the Broncos experts, your team. John, who's
All
your
right.
best bet?
Sorry, Kelly. I got to go Chicago here. Best bet. Minus
Seattle's
3.
on the line, maybe, dinner, side bet?
Minus 3 at Miami. You know, you take away that late collapse against Green Bay, you got a 4-0 Bears team. They're coming off a bye week. They're going to be nice and fresh. And after winning the first 3 games, Miami came down to earth, quite down to earth. And you know what? I know you could say we will about the Cincy takeaways, the 2 defensive touchdowns, but still 3-2 Miami. And you guys know I love my team statistics. Chicago, 2nd defense in yards per game. They're only 2 behind Jacksonville, and Miami is 30th in offensive yards per game, which is a recipe for disaster. I see Chicago doing all right in this one.
All right, the road favorite versus the home dog. That is 16-6 this year. Home dogs doing well. So we'll see who wins that one.
That's probably why I'm 16-8-1 in the Super Contest.
There you go. John, I'm with you on Saxonville here over Dallas by 3. Cowboys coming off that OT loss to the Texans. Jason Garrett, how gutless. 4th and 1 at Houston's 42 in overtime. He has the most expensive offensive line in football, Zeke Elliott, and he punts. All the good coaches are going for it in those spots. So I'm going against Garrett and the Cowboys. The Jags shut down Patrick Mahomes. They picked him off twice, no touchdown passes. Going to have an angry defense after that. Getting thumped at KC still despite shutting down Mahomes. And I'm looking for the good Blake Bortles to show up in this one. He's so inconsistent. Coming off the 4-pick performance at KC, Blake's going to turn it around and they'll get the win at Dallas. That's the spotlight on NFL Week 6.